Hello and welcome to Module 8 of CIS150 So this module will be another 2-week module. It'll cover this week and next week. And what we're going to be covering in this module is inheritance, polymorphism, and interfaces, which is Chapter 8 of the textbook. So you'll want to make sure and view all the Chapter 8 video notes on the companion website, view any supplemental videos which I've put together, and review the Chapter 8 PowerPoint. There's one programming assignment that's actually worth 100 points, and that will be due on Tuesday, November 19th at 11:59 p.m. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Canvas next. So let me get into modules here first, and we will scroll on down and look at the videos. So I put together 4 videos. I've gone through an inheritance example. Those are videos part 1, part 2, and part 3. And then what I've done is in the assignment help videos, I've actually walked you through creating one of the classes that is required for the assignment. It is the employee class. So if we go back into modules and scroll on down and actually look at the Chapter 8 programming assignment, what you're going to be doing is programming project 6 on page 667. So if we go ahead and look at this, for this programming project, you're going to start with the implementations of person, student, and undergrad classes as depicted in Figure 8.4 and the polymorphism demo in Listing 8.6. And you're going to go ahead and define the employee, faculty, and staff classes as depicted in Figure 8.2. The employee class should have instance variables to store the employee ID as an int and the employee's department as a string. The faculty class should have an instance variable to store the faculty member's title as a second string. The staff class should have an instance variable to store the staff member's pay grade, a number from 1 to 20 as an int. And then every class should have appropriate constructors, accessors, and mutators along with a write output method that outputs all of the instance variable values. So you're going to modify the program to include, this is where this is a little bit different. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the actual assignment and look at some more specifications for the assignment. But before I do that, this is very important. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Figure 8.2. And basically what this does is it shows our class hierarchy. So basically everything inherits from the person class. You're going to be creating an employee class, which I walk you through in a supplemental video. And that employee class inherits from the person class. And then both the faculty and the staff inherit from the employee class. So the faculty and staff, again, are classes that inherit from the employees. So you'll want to make sure you consider that when you're creating both your faculty class and your staff class, that they both will inherit from the employee class, which inherits from the person class. So if we look at the assignment, so basically what I've gone through is just specified some additional information about the assignment, the various constructors that are needed. You're going to need 2 constructors for your employee class. One, a no-R constructor, and the other where the user passes in all the information. Same for the faculty class, a no-R constructor, and where the user would pass in all the faculty instance variables, and the same thing with the staff. A no-R constructor, and then constructor where you pass in all the additional information to create that staff object. And you want to make sure and use the signatures that I've provided in the examples for your constructors. Again, you need accessor and mutator methods for each instance variable in the employee, faculty, and staff classes, along with the write output method that outputs all of the instance variable values. And then in your polymorphism demo class, you want to include at least 2 employee, 2 faculty, and 2 staff objects. You're going to create one object using the NOR constructor and set each of the instance variables using the applicable mutator method after creating the object. And you're going to create the other object using the constructor where the user passes in the arguments. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be creating 6 additional objects, 2 employees, 2 faculty, and 2 staff. You can make up your own data. You do not have to prompt the user for the data. The output should show the appropriate output for each. The employee object should show the name, employee ID, and department. Faculty object should show the name, employee ID, department, and title, and the staff should show the name, employee ID, department, and pay grade for the staff members. And the files that you're going to be submitting, and do not submit them in a zip file. Those are the updated polymorphism demo.java class, your employee Java class, your faculty.java class, and your staff.java class. And you want to make sure and include your name and the Chapter 8 assignments, and include comments when you create each one of your classes and when you add the various test scenarios in the polymorphism demo class. The other thing I wanted to mention, the classes that you should be using as your starting point are the person.java, student.java, undergrad.java, and polymorphism.java classes that I've uploaded to the Module 8. So you'll want to use those instead of the ones that are in the book, as I've made some subtle changes to those classes. So good luck on this assignment. Again, it's due on Tuesday, November 19th, and we will talk to you in a couple weeks.